All right, next important point that you need to get out of your brain. I'm calling this lecture No Big Deal. No matter what you do or know, I guarantee you there's 100,000, 500,000, 1,000,000 people that want to know what you do or what you offer or see your videos. Guaranteed. This idea that you may not have information that someone else wants to watch or something, you need to get that out of your brain. It's not true. You have something you know, or something you do, or some knowledge or some skill, or you make things that other people want to watch. Check this out. Now, the first thing you have to wrap your wits around is there are 1.5 billion with a B people on YouTube. A billion. Huge, huge number. Now, let's just take it down to something more relatable. Let's say you live in a town of 30,000 people and you have 3 friends. I'm sure you have more, probably at work. But let's just say you only have 3 friends. The math on that is as follows. That's 1%. If you multiply that by 0.0001, 30,000 people times that, you end up with 3. Now check this out. If you're sitting there looking at 1.5 billion people on YouTube, and you multiply that by 0.0001, that's small, and that gives you 150,000. So I'm not buying it. I think it is either people who have had so many failures not knowing what to do on YouTube, or they just give up. Let me tell you a quick story why I titled this No Big Deal. I have a brother. He is older than me. He's been playing keyboards and piano and stuff like that for nearly 50 years. The guy is a freaking absolute genius. He will sit there and listen to the most complicated piece of music you ever heard for maybe a minute, mess around on the piano for maybe 30 seconds or a minute, and then play the damn thing perfectly. It blows my mind. When I say you should start a YouTube channel, you should show people how you do that, he goes, it's no big deal. No big deal? Do you know how many people on the planet, how much they would pay, how much they would watch to be able to learn how to be able to do that? It's massive. So when you're sitting there thinking that you're gardening, or you're this, or you're that, or you're painting, or you're carving pencils, or your artwork, or your pencil drawings, or your car repair, or whatever it is no big deal, I promise you, out of 150 billion people, it's a big deal to at least 150,000 of them. Here's the thing. First off, recognize you know a lot. You've got to get this out of your brain that it's no big deal. There are hundreds of thousands of people that want to know whatever it is you know. And there are hundreds of thousands of people that don't know whatever it is you don't know. There are 10,000 plus channels, and they all do the same thing. The difference is this: the person doing it. There's no other difference. The only difference between these 10,000 channels all doing the same thing is the person doing it, and those really high-end channels know how to make YouTube love them. Oh, but Kev, I don't want to make the same thing as someone else because, it's already been done before. Superhero movie. Already done. Let's scratch that off the list. Let's do a love story movie. Oh no, that's already been done. Let's scratch that off the list. How about a spy novel? Oh, sorry, already been done. Scratch it off the list. You've really got to dump this mindset that says, oh, somebody else is already doing it, and therefore I shouldn't do it. I won't be successful. I have a filmmaking channel. There are thousands, if not tens of thousands of filmmaking and video channels, yet my channel is doing really great. Why? Because I'm different. We'll go into this later. I've made a connection with my viewers. They happen to be my cup of tea, and I happen to be their cup of tea, and you can do that too. So you need to flush this idea that your knowledge or what you're going to do, there aren't enough people out there, or there's no audience out there for you, because that's just bullshit. Sit down and make a list. I know how to garden. I know how to do puzzles. I know how to do pencil art. I know how to carve wood. I know how to clean house. I know how to shop. Just write a massive list on all the things you know how to do, or, and we'll go into this later, things that you want to know how to do. Just make that list. We'll come back to this list later, and we're going to pick some things off there that make you have a successful YouTube channel. But first, we need to know how YouTube is going to love that channel.